In the city of Eldridge, reputation was currency. People spoke in fashion labels, popularity was power, and blending in was the safest way to survive. At Eldridge High, nobody stood out more than Arin, and not in a good way. He walked with his hoodie up, always a step behind the crowd, his gaze fixed on the floor like he was trying to disappear. A long scar curved down his face from his temple to his cheek, sharp, noticeable, and impossible to ignore. It gave him a permanent look of quiet defiance. Or so people thought. Rumors fed on silence, and Arin gave them plenty. Some said he was in a gang. Others whispered about foster homes, juvie, fights, fire. Nobody knew the truth, but they spoke with confidence anyway. Teachers tiptoed around him. Students avoided eye contact. And yet, not once did Arin cause trouble. He sat in the back, answered questions when asked, turned in his work, sometimes even better than the top students. But no one looked beyond the scar. Until Leah came along. She was new, moved to Eldridge just a week into the school year. While everyone else was busy forming alliances or climbing the social ladder, Leah watched people. She noticed things others didn't. Like how Arin always helped the janitor pick up scattered papers after class, or how he offered his umbrella to a first grader waiting in the rain outside the school gates. So when the English teacher paired her with Arin for a project on unheard voices, Leah didn't hesitate. She approached him like she would anyone else. They started meeting after school in the library. At first, their conversations were short. Arin kept things professional, but over time, Leah noticed something that shattered the rumor-stained image people had painted of him. He was kind. Not the showy kind of kind. Quietly kind. He listened carefully, spoke thoughtfully. He made obscure book references and had a fascination with black holes because he found them mysteriously poetic. Each day, the picture grew clearer. Arin wasn't dangerous. He was misunderstood. One evening, as the autumn leaves spiraled down the sidewalk, Leah walked beside him and finally asked what others only speculated. "I hope it's not too forward," she said gently, "but your scar, what happened?" Arin didn't respond right away. His footsteps slowed. For a moment, she thought she'd made a mistake. Then he spoke. "I was 10. House fire. My little sister, Emily, was trapped upstairs. I went in after her." His voice was low but steady. She made it out. "I didn't. At least, not the same." Leah said nothing. Her chest ached with the weight of the truth, and with the anger of knowing how wrong everyone had been. Arin continued. "After that, people looked at me differently. Like I scared them. Like the scar told them everything they needed to know. I stopped trying to explain myself. What was the point? That night changed everything." Leah stood beside Arin, not just during the project, but every day after that. In the cafeteria, at the bus stop, in the halls. People stared, they whispered, but this time, they were watching something else unfold. They saw Arin start to speak up in class, heard him share ideas with quiet brilliance, noticed him tutoring a struggling freshman in math. Slowly, the walls that surrounded him began to fall. One of their classmates even apologized. "I used to think you were someone else," he muttered awkwardly. Arin just shrugged. "We all do, sometimes." He joined the science club, presented at the school expo, helped organize a blood donation camp. It turned out the boy behind the scar had more heart than most. By the end of senior year, he was no longer the guy with the scar. He was Arin, top of his class, club leader, and for many, a quiet role model. When graduation rolled around, the loudest cheer was for him. Years later, Arin became a rescue specialist. His story, the fire, the scar, the survival, became his strength. He founded a nonprofit called Scars of the Brave, helping young burn victims rebuild their confidence. He visited schools, hospitals, even juvenile centers, telling kids that scars don't define them, their choices do. And Leah? She became a journalist and author. Her first published book, Behind the Hoodie, told Arin's story, not the version people assumed, but the truth she saw, of bravery, pain, and a heart bigger than the mark on his skin. That book went viral. Not because it was flashy or dramatic, but because it reminded people that every face has a story. And sometimes, the deepest wounds carry the strongest light. Moral: don't judge a book by its cover, because sometimes the most unforgettable chapters are hidden in the pages no one bothers to read.